Good morning. Let's discuss about adaptogens, phytonutrients today. Hey Google, what is adaptogens?
According to Wikipedia, adaptogens or adaptogenic substances are used in herbal medicine for the claimed stabilization of physiological processes and promotion of homeostasis.
So these are the adaptogens. When you wake up from sleep, your body is probably most dehydrated and salt depleted. So have a drink of salt water, and I'm talking about Himalayan pink salt rather than our standard white table salt, and flavor it up with lots of adaptogens. I put lime, half of it, and half goes to my wife's. And then ginger, it has got gingerol, another adaptogen. Cinnamon, it has got cinnamaldehyde. Most of these are actually antioxidant, and some are claimed to modulate your immune system and make it stronger. The problem is that there is no money to fund the research to find out the truth behind it. But these have been used in Ayurveda, the ancient Indian medicine that has been practiced for thousands of years, and it does work. But the problem is there is no proper evidence base, and you need to spend a lot of money to make a trial, then take it to phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, compare. It's easy to compare a more concrete form of medicine rather than compare food, and no company is interested to fund this because there is no money out of it. If you discover a tablet, you can have millions and billions, but if you find out that clove actually helps, or cinnamon, because we know that in 1919, when Spanish flu came to UK, a lot of London dock workers who used to unload the sacks of cinnamon coming from India, they didn't catch Spanish flu. Now, these are kind of anecdotes and circumstantial evidence, but it is not proper science-based evidence. But more and more coming, people are getting interested in healing the body and mind with food. A branch of it's called psychobiotics, how this can influence your mind and how you can modulate the mental energy, mood using this. These are mostly antioxidant. They prevent and kind of reverses the damage by free radicals, which we generate as we metabolize. So that's cinnamaldehyde, that's gingerol, ginger, that's clove, has got eugenol, black pepper, maybe something else as well, turmeric, it has got curcumin. Okay, anything colored mostly will have some kind of health benefit, but maybe not universal. So don't just start eating anything that you see in nature which is colorful, like rose petals. Although having said that, we decorate with rose petals sometimes food. This is actually a mixture of stuff. Amchur powder, which is mango powder, black pepper, coriander, cumin, kind of some of these ingredients, because I will not drink anything or eat anything even if you tell me it is very, very healthy, unless it is really tasty. So this is my way of making the whole thing really a nice mocktail, and it just energizes you. Okay, it just kind of wakes you up. And then after 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I will have my first coffee. And this is something that I learned from Professor Andy Huberman, that body is dry, body is salt depleted, do this first, don't go to this first. And this is another adaptogen, caffeine. Caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors in the brain, which is a fatigue molecule, so you can work longer. However, be careful, not more than 3-4 cups. Mine is normally 3. 4 is a very special occasion, and not after 3 p.m. Definitely not after 4 p.m. I told you on New Year's Day that my resolution this year is to promote 3 things. Mind, fitness, because when I want mental health, I don't know why people just think about illness rather than wellness, but that shouldn't be. If I talk about physical health, that's not taboo, but the moment I talk about mental health, it's a taboo. So I'll talking about mental fitness, then more acceptance. Physical fitness, and how do you do that? mind, mouth, movement. So not exercise, which is artificial, movement. Remember, the big chunk of our brain is actually dedicated to movement, to see, to hear, to smell, not to think. The thinking brain is a little bit, only frontal cortex, much later in the evolution chain and in the hierarchy. So unless you take care of the basic bit of the brain, which is movement, learn to see, learn to smell, close your eyes and smell, and then close your ears and see what the other person is trying to say. You'll understand body language. So use this faculty. This is a primitive. Dogs, cats, they read your body language. Snakes, they sense your emotion. How do they do that? If a snake knows you're scared, it will be also scared and try to hit. If they know that you're not scared, and this is not my experience, of course, I'm hearing from other snake experts, they can sense emotions. We can't. Anyway, so in terms of mouth, when I say mouth, I mean food, because I want to create memorable mnemonics: mind, mouth, movement. These are the three keys, and there are other four elements, which is mother, meaning connection; money, we all need that; mission, which is the purpose of life; and a little bit of altruism has to be there. Whatever is your job, bring a dose of altruism, helping the stranger, your clients, your patients, whoever you serve, because whenever you're doing a job, you're actually serving. When you see you're selling, that's a bit mean way of saying that. You are serving them with your selling. Yeah. So unless you believe that, it is just you're conning your client. Oh, I'm the best, come to me. No, you want to be the best, and your words are inferior to the deeds. So how you behave, how you walk your talk is more important than how you talk. And people can normally see through your pretension. Unless you're passionate, you can't hold this energy for a long time. After 20 years, there's a burnout, midlife crisis and all that stuff. That doesn't happen. I've been a doctor more than 30 years. So I'm still as passionate as when I was about to enter the medical school, that I'm going to learn everything about human mind and body. This is my golden opportunity. I've been waiting to be a doctor since year 4 because I was a sick kid and I didn't want to suffer. So my approach to life is that face a problem, find out, speak to people, learn, try different things, see what works for you. So that's why I went into medicine, become a doctor 30 odd years ago, become a gastroenterologist, hepatologist, nutrition expert, and somehow mind came into the picture, and I realized that whatever I say to my patient, they are going to do it unless their mind tells them to do it. And that's where all the motivational interview and all that stuff comes. Anyway, and the last name will be your mastery. So whatever job you are, you shouldn't be the least skilled, least knowledgeable in that team. You're not going to compete with others, but make sure that you understand medicine more today than you knew yesterday. And sadly, people are doing this CPD, continuous professional development, just for the points, that you have to do in your appraisal, but shouldn't be daily thing. Because if you're actually properly treating complex patient, managing every day, I'm at a loss to find an answer to this question. A couple of days ago, I was speaking to a lady, everybody given up on her. She's got a horrible acid reflux, proven on a pH study. And at the same time, the manometry is showing that the esophagus, the food pipe, is very ineffective. Now, normally we would recommend an operation, fundoplication, to tighten the valve so that the acid doesn't reflux. But if you do that, then she will find it very difficult to clear her esophagus of the food. What to do? So now you find evidence, speak to the experts, because it is much easier. You can short circuit if you speak to an expert in this field, because this problem that I'm facing for the first time, and they have seen it many times. That's it. Anyway, so I'm going to stop now. Eat sunny side, eat full egg, and never eat red milk. That's better. You drink water. That's like water, no taste, nothing, no nutrition. Eat proper milk, full fat, eat full egg, Yeah, good stuff. Thank you. Take care. Have a lovely day. I washed everything, so it's all clean. Adaptogens. Remember,